Come on in, come on in, ayy. 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 The ladies, come on in, ayy. Come on in, come on in, ayy. The fellas, come on in, ayy. Come on in, come on in, ayy. Everybody, come on in, ayy. Come on in, come on in, ayy. It's Sunday, so you already know we party and we pray. On Spirited Sundays, I said we party and we pray. On Spirited Sundays, I said we party and we pray. Okay. On Spirited Sundays, I said we party, we pray. What? On Spirited, break it down now. Hey. Okay, y'all. Wow, I was finna get into my DJ bag. Finna get into my music creator bag. But y'all ain't ready for that. Welcome to Spirited Sundays, a visual podcast on success and spirituality. And I'm your host, Spirit Sario. Hey, y'all. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is my first time doing it pre-recorded, and like the energy of people watching me, it's not here, so I gotta pump it up for myself, yeah. Okay, so today, you guys, we're gonna talk about, let me regroup. We're gonna speak about routines. And today's episode is called Routine. Get you one, okay? That's what I'm talking about. I have fallen in love with the routine. How could I lose if I got a routine? Like, I have fallen in love with routines. I actually recently started a challenge called 75 Hard, which is supposed to help you optimize your day by putting in some really rigorous routines, like drinking a gallon of water a day, working out twice a day, reading 10 pages a day, taking a picture of yourself every day. And what that does is just help to enhance routines. So it's like, yeah, everybody's talking about routines, but why? Why are they so important, and how are they the major key to success? Okay, now before we get into all of that, this started off as a visual podcast, so you can find me on YouTube at Big Spirit Energy. Because I like to talk about the look, and today it's giving leather baddie badu. You know, I'm giving tight, leathery. It's not this sexy because I'm feeling myself. Got my cute black owned earrings from Shop Orbit X. Shout out to Black History Month, and shout out to Shop Orbit X, who makes really cute jewelry, so check them out. Okay, y'all, so let's do our mantra of the day. This is where we take a deep breath and we get to just recenter ourselves. And I like to give us a little mantra, you know, to kind of help us lean into the message of the day. So today's mantra is, I will follow through with the plans I made with myself. Did you hear me? I will follow through with the plans I made with myself. Let's take a deep breath. I will follow through with the plans that I made with myself. Now, I can get into a whole other topic about that, because how that leads to self-trust and how breaking our plans with ourselves leads to self-doubt. But I will save that for another day, so let's take the topic, put it in the back pocket, all right? Now, today we're going to talk about routines, and this is the plan that we make with ourselves. So, usually I like to lean on myself. I like to lean on what the Lord give me. But today I did a little research around routines. So I'm going to let y'all see what the world has to say about them, because I I was not team routine. I was team, I'ma do me. You just do you and I'ma do me. Hey, I was team, hey, I'ma wake up and do what I feel today. I'm team, routines is trying to control me and I ain't really here for that. But now I have changed the tone and I sing a new tune. So let me tell y'all what they talking about routines out here on these internets. Benefits. Oh no, first we're gonna define routine. Okay. So a routine is a series of actions regularly followed, a fixed program. Now, when do we get on a fixed program? Okay, let me break it down. When you want to lose weight, you get on a program. When that TV show has a full story that they want you to follow for the next 8 weeks, they give you a program. That TV channel has a program. These are routines. So when you have a goal to reach, when you want a certain lifestyle to be yours, when you have fitness goals, career goals, creativity goals, family goals, it might behoove you, look it up if you don't know what it means, it might behoove you to create a routine around that thing so that you can actually ensure that it gets done, because you are literally inserting it into your day every day. Okay. So on the internet, they talking about, this is from a doctor, y'all. The girl's a researcher, y'all. Benefits of a routine: reduced anxiety, ADHD, and insomnia. That came from Dr. Steve Orma. And what he was saying is that when you have anxiety, per se, you tend to overthink. You start to worry a lot. And a routine for yourself might be constantly checking in to figure out, well, what am I actually worrying about? So you can work in thinking time to your day. If you are someone who gets overwhelmed with the thoughts, thinking time might be a great thing to work into your routine 3 times a day. So when you start to stress out, it's like, oh, thinking time comes up in 1 hour. Let's not stress right now. Let's work it out in an hour on that routine that we have for ourselves. It's also said that routines can reduce stress. Now, I don't know about you, but when I get stressed out, I get moody. I get lackadaisical, just like, it's whatever, I can't take this. When I'm stressed out, I'm not fun to be around. And I usually get stressed out when I feel overwhelmed. So a routine can help with you knowing what needs to be done every single day and then working in time to actually do it. So let's say you're somebody who hates dishes. You might want to work in washing the dishes at the end of the night every day. So that way you're not washing dishes after breakfast, after lunch, and after dinner, because that is 3 different times, when you can just say at night around 8 o'clock, I wash all the dishes, so that when I wake up the next day, I don't have dishes in my sink. If you're somebody who has to cook for a family, you might want to employ some meal prep and say, well, I meal prep on Sundays for my family and I meal prep on Wednesdays for my family. I'm someone who gets very annoyed trying to figure out what I'm going to eat today. And I don't want to think about it. I got other stuff to think about. So I, at the end of the night, think about, what am I going to eat the next day? That is in my daily routine. Planning my meals. I plan my meals at night, so the next day I don't ever have to question what I'm going to eat because I already thought about it. And that helps reduce my stress and anxiety when it comes to meal planning, especially if I have busy days ahead of me. Hold on. Oh yeah, and another thing with the stress, when you have a routine, it breaks down large numbers of tasks so that you know everything will get done. It can be overwhelming to think about work, grocery shopping, family, cooking, working out, dishes, prayer, meditation. Like, I gotta do all this every day and I'm still trying to work in a passion. I'm still trying to work on my business. The routine helps you to know that I can do all of this because I put a time to do every single thing. Now this sounds real cute, okay? But it's challenging because every day you want to get so ingrained in the routine that it becomes second nature. I had to get so ingrained in waking up early and getting to that gym till it became second nature for me. So that on the days that I don't do it, I feel weird now. So it's not going to be easy to put a little structure around your day, but I really, really, really have seen some benefits. All right, let's keep going. You might not be convinced yet, but we're going to keep going. Another benefit for my creatives out here, a routine allows you to work that passion into the life. If you feel like you never have time to paint or draw or illustrate, add it into your routine. When I come home from work, I spend 1 hour painting or 1 hour dancing or 1 hour working on my business, whatever time you set for yourself. But this removes the excuse. You don't have an excuse to not do what you claim to love to do but just don't have time. Because when we're going to talk about creating a routine a little bit, when you work your passion and the thing that you love into your life, now you create space for joy. Now you can take away that feeling of I never have time to do it. I actually do have time to do it. I do it at 3 o'clock every day, or I do it at 6 o'clock every day. So that's another really great benefit for creative people. Me, I had a problem with saying I was going to read that book. I got to get to that book. I'm finna pick that book up next week. Damn, I forgot to pick that book up. Well, now I have worked into my routine, my night routine, 10 pages of reading. It's not too long, takes about 15 minutes. But now, like, I'm reading books. You know, so that was something that I wanted to do and add into my life. But I just, quote unquote, didn't have the time until I made a routine to make sure that I was having the time that I needed. A routine has also been really, really, really great for me getting more rest. The girl like me, I like to get up around 4:30, 5 o'clock, pray, meditate, hit the gym. Guess what I had to have, y'all? Yeah, a bedtime. I cannot get up and go to the gym at 4 or 5 a.m. if I'm falling asleep at midnight, 2 a.m. It just don't work. So for me to keep my word to myself about getting up at this certain time, it meant that I had to work into my routine. 10 o'clock in the bed, 10:30 eyes shut. I even worked in the fact that I like to fool around and scroll a little bit before I go to bed. So a routine can be highly personalized. That's actually the best thing to do, is think about who you are. I'm not a night person. So me doing any kind of work, thinking, anything like that, beyond 8 p.m., I'm cutting it off. I don't want to hear about it. I'm trying to chill out from 8 to 10 because that's when I said I go to bed. At least from 9 to 10. I like to give myself an hour minimum of relaxation time every day because that makes me feel good. I don't feel good working from the sun up to the sundown, working from the sun up to the sundown every day. I don't like that. I will do it on days that I need to, but personally, I like to incorporate rest into my routine. Especially for people who are super busy and super go, go, go. If you don't incorporate rest, baby, that body gonna take its rest when it needs to, and you ain't trying to get sick or fall out, so make sure you add a little bit of rest, all right? Another benefit is that it frees your mind from thinking about mundane things. So the same way that I said I don't like to think about what am I going to eat every day, Steve Jobs always wore that black turtleneck and jeans because he was the CEO of Apple. Steve Jobs got all of this other shit to think about. So the one thing he don't want to think about is what is he wearing. So he made it a routine. I just wear the same thing every day. Not saying you have to do that, but if you find that picking out your outfit for the day is taking up a lot of time and causing you stress every day, maybe, just maybe, you can pick out your clothes on Sunday for the whole week. Or the night before you go to bed, you can pick out your clothes for the day. So that after your shower, you already know what you're gonna put on. It sounds so simple, but we really have to baby ourselves. We can just, I like to say this, we can solve our routine problems with routine. We can solve the problems that regularly come up for us by having a routine. Work the solution right into your day. You like calling your grandma? Like I have a routine to call my nana on Sundays. I owe her a call today. I have a routine to talk to my father on Sundays. Doesn't mean I can't talk to him other days out the week, but I know at least on Sundays, I'm gonna check in, make sure you're all right. Some other personal benefits that I find from routines is it gives me a sense of structure. Now, I told y'all I used to be team, you ain't gonna control me, no chains on me, I do what I want, I do what I please. But then I realized girl, you know you're the one creating the routine, right? That's not anyone trying to control you. That's you trying to get the things done that you said you wanted to do. So let's reframe the thinking. Routine helps to make sure that I can reach my fitness goals. Helps to make sure that I work on my business. Helps to make sure that I pray and talk to God. Helps to make sure that I'm eating on a meal plan. Helps to make sure that I'm getting adequate rest. The routine is putting structure in my life. As humans, we really are creatures of habit. And if you just feel like every day is whatever, I can almost guarantee that life kind of feels like it's a whatever thing. And it doesn't have to feel that way. It can feel like something that is actually moving towards the things that you want. So having a routine of coming here and doing Spirited Sundays, this brings me joy. Speaking to people about ways to be successful within themselves or speaking about spirituality, this brings me joy. No one asked me to do this. I do it because I love it. And I made a routine out of doing it. And now I share it with the world. You feel me? Another thing routine does is help give a sense of accomplishment, baby. When I make that bed in the morning, I'm a winner. When I come back from that gym, I'm a winner. When I meditate, winner. I am doing things, okay? Brushing my teeth every day may not be a win to you, but it's a win to me because that's part of my routine. We have routines now. Some people shower every 2 days. Some people shower every day. I'm judging y'all 2 day, 3 day folks though. But for real, you get to have a sense of I am doing things with my time. We have routines naturally. Hopefully it's cleaning yourself. But you might have a routine of coming home, crashing on the couch, drinking some wine. And you've never called it a routine. It's just something that you do every day. Some people got the wake and bake routine. And then the smoke when I get home from work routine. You know what I'm saying? So we might already have some routines going, but they're actually just not moving us forward in any type of way. They're not progressing us in any type of way. So the reason that we want to have an intentional routine is because we want some things in our day that are actually moving us forward towards the things that we want. I also like having me a cute routine. Hold on. Oh, okay. I like having a cute routine because time management. When I tell you this girl is on her time game, I'm not just wasting my life away. as an entrepreneur, y'all, as someone who is setting the tone for her every day, I don't have no boss calling me at 9 a.m. And I'm not saying that. This is not a brag. This is some real shit. I don't have nobody calling me at 9 a.m. telling me to make sure I do this at 10:30, make sure I do this at 12, do this at 2, do this at 3. I only have me. And when I don't have a routine or a plan for my day, what happens is I start to spiral. I start being like, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. What have I done? Who am I? Why am I here? What's going on? Am I wasting my life away? I'm getting sad. God, please, I need a job. Help, someone. Please, save me, save me, save me, save me. Routine gives me structure and time management. Routine tells me what to do at 10:30 because no one else is telling me. So it's really about me learning how to manage myself. And by having a routine and a plan for my day, I stop myself from going crazy. It's so easy to go crazy. Or like when I have a lot of work to do, I'll start finding other stuff to do, and it's like, no, I have scheduled. We work on clients' work from 2 to 6. You know what I mean? So like, this is actually saving my mental health, because entrepreneurship is a very topsy-turvy, up and down, don't know which way, where, when, why, how type of vibe and journey that it will start to play with you mentally. So I have to make sure to structure in a routine that tells me what to do with my day and to help me just manage myself. I need management. Seriously. So I'm gonna check and see if there was any more benefits that I want to tell you guys. Oh yes, girl. Consistency and discipline, girl. It helps you not be lazy, girl. It helps you to drop the excuses, gal. Because look, I'm gonna tell y'all now, every day I don't want to do my routine. Every day I don't want to do it. But I am creating a habit. I'm trying to create a groove in my brain that says we do things that help make us feel successful every day. We do things that work towards our future every day. We do things even when we don't feel like it. Even if I have to just drag myself to the gym, we gonna get there. But I still work out. I have lazy girl gym days where I just get on the treadmill and walk. But that's better than me not having showed up. So it definitely helps me to create some discipline, some consistency, and helps me to have what is that word? Discipline, consistency. It helps me see my results. It helps me see my results. And with the routine, you get to get better at something. If you are painting every day for 30 minutes or an hour, you will get better. By me working on my content every day, I get better. So that's another benefit of routines, is that you get to work on your things on a daily basis and you get to get better at them, which is like awesome. Now we're gonna get into how to create your own routine. Okay, so creating your own routine is simple to do, but more difficult to execute on a regular basis. So the first thing you want to do when you're creating a routine for yourself is you want to write down everything you get to do every week, quote unquote, everything you have to do. If, like me, I go to school Mondays and Thursdays. I go to the gym every day. I want to read every day. So first you want to list out everything that you have to do. If you have a family, if you have kids, you got to pick them up at a certain time. If you have a job, you got to work every day at a certain time, which means you need to be out the house every day at a certain time. Like, you really want to write down the full exhaustive list of everything you have to do every day in a week. That's first things first. Maybe I'll make a cute little making my routine guide or something like that. I'm gonna say I'm gonna make it. Okay, I'm gonna just make it. It'll be cute. So you can go on my website and download it. Next thing you want to do is make a list of everything that you want to do in the week. So if you want to add reading or add painting or add a dance class, if you want to add working on your business, whatever you want to have in your week, let's go ahead and list that out too. And then we're going to put up a chart that has Sunday through Saturday on it, and the times, like maybe 4 a.m. to midnight, and we're gonna plug everything in that you have to do no matter what. So if you have to leave the house by 9 a.m., plug that in there. And then if you don't get home till 6, plug that in there. Because we can have a lunchtime routine at work, but we also know that anything that happens in the morning has to be done by 8:45 because you gotta leave the house by 9. And we know that anything that gets to happen at night gets to happen at 6:30 or starts at 6:30 because you come home at 6, but granted, traffic and other things might be happening, so you don't start the evening routine until about 6:30. You might have playing with your kids, reading with your kids, checking on their homework, you know what I mean? So you always want to give a little buffer time, because this is not something to set you up for failure or set you up for frustration. This is really something to set you up to maximize every single day that you have on this planet. Sometimes we forget that the present is a gift. Routine helps to remind us, like, no, look at all these things that I did in my day. Look how much I am able to be productive and be with my family still and work on myself still and still go to work. Like, I just find that I get to do so much in a day when I schedule it and make it a routine. Like, I have a certain day that I turn in all my clients' work for that week. So I know what I'm doing on the days before that. I'm working on my client stuff because I want that turned in by Tuesday at 5. So that's the point of this. So we're going to plug in everything that we get to do. Then we're going to find time for the things that we want to have in our lives. So whether that be the painting, the reading, the playtime, the date night, the classes, we get to plug that into our routine, and then also plug in rest and relaxation time and TV time. I'm not against the TV. I like to watch a good show or a movie, but I just like to make sure that I get the other things that I want to do done first or done as well. So if you're watching TV for 4 hours every night, maybe it needs to be cut down to 2 hours or 1 hour because you want to add some other things into your life. So there will have to be some trade-offs and some sacrifices. But doing this schedule helps you to just get your time back and stop wasting time sometimes. When I don't know what to do, I don't have nothing to do, girl, I just start eating popcorn and just mindlessly scrolling. And next thing I know, 2 hours have passed. Where had I set a routine or a schedule for myself, I might have used that 2 hours a little bit differently. When you're making your routine, you have to be honest with yourself. Like, if you're not a morning person, don't put 4 a.m. on your routine unless you want to be a morning person. But again, this is not to set you up for failure. So like, if morning is not your thing, you don't have to wake up at 4 a.m. to be successful. Try 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. Especially if you have to leave the house for work at like 9. Don't wake up an hour before work. It doesn't make sense. That is you literally adding stress and anxiety into your day. You can wake up 30 minutes earlier to an hour earlier without having to wake up at 4 a.m. I think a morning routine is important because it sets the tone for the day. So mine is like making the bed, meditation and prayer, going to the gym, sometimes journaling. But when I do that on those days, I just feel like a freaking winner. I feel like a winner of my day before 7 a.m. I love that. But that's me. Because those are goals that I want to have in my life, is to connect with God and to make sure that I'm physically at my best, because I have plans to be on screen and on stage and like in outfits that's going to be showing the body. So that's what I want to do for myself. But you might be a night person. You might be someone who likes the gym in the evening times or likes to get creative at night, to unwind and relax with themselves. Me, I like to cut my brain off by 8:30, 8 o'clock. So my night routine has rest. It has talking to my friends. It has caking up with my boo. It has those kind of things on my routine. So your routine is to be highly personalized and highly flexible. And then you get to start working it. You gotta just look at it and then start doing it. So go ahead and set your alarm. Like, I know 10 o'clock is bedtime. Gotta work that in there. But once you start doing it, you get to see, okay, this works for me, this doesn't work for me. Oh, I like this, I want to keep it up. So you can change your routine, you can tweak it, you can be flexible with it. And that'll help you keep it spicy and spontaneous. But the main point is to give you some structure and some discipline, and for you to see your efforts actually work out. I think a challenge I always had with working out was like, I was working out for 2 months straight, and I saw a little change, and then I started slacking off. And it's because I didn't keep the routine up. I sabotaged myself by just not keeping the routine up. But when I keep the routine up, I actually get to see results towards my goals. I use the gym a lot because that's one that is a big one for me to stay consistent with. But even with your business, even with my business, I'm ready to bring my business back into action. So it's like, I get to work on that every day, but I gotta work that time in. I gotta schedule it into my routine so that it goes from staying in my head to out on paper to out on shelves to out in the world, and people are able to get my products again. You know what I mean? So I love it for the fact that you get to see the results of your everyday. The week doesn't feel like it was wasted. The day is not wasted when you have a routine. You actually just get to feel like you are accomplished and you are doing things for yourself. And I just love that for you. I love it for you. All right, y'all. So that's it. That is my word on routines. Get you one. And tell me how it is. Let me know what you're going to add to your routine. What's important for you to do every single day, whether that be time with your lover, time with your family. And I look forward to just seeing you maximize those results, baby. If you don't have a routine, start one. And I hope this week starts off blessed and amazing. You stay prosperous and beautiful. And remember, you the one in charge of your life, baby. Don't let nobody else tell you nothing. We party and we pray, on Spirited Sundays. Also, we party and we pray, okay, on Spirited Sundays. Be blessed, y'all. Mwah.